Welcome to the RIP 28 podcast. This is the RIP 28 podcast. This is a podcast where a few friends get together and we talk about a few things. Now, some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like, but we keep on talking about them on the RIP 28 podcast. I am, as came through, as voted on by a panel of female psychologists, the world's sexiest podcast host. I'm joined by a few of my good friends. We start off with your favorite teacher's favorite teacher. What's going on, Beezy the Goat?
What it do? It's your boy Beezy the Goat, aka your favorite teacher's favorite teacher. I'm waiting on this week, Sly, because after this week I get a whole week off. I'll just be doing this, buddy. Making lemonade in the shade, baby.
Making lemonade in the shade. I ain't mad at you, brother. I ain't mad at you.
Don't be.
We brought in a guest. Man. What we like to do, sometimes, we are a show that we want to have fun. We want to talk about fun stuff. Show Shauna that we're smarter than her. But every now and then, we got to kick the chicks off the show and let it just be a man-only space. And we need to bring in someone who can educate us and help out the brothers. So I decided to bring a return guest, bring him back one more time. And he just got Jay up there. He just got Jay. He don't have his title. He don't have what he do. What businesses he own, anything like that. But he is our mental health specialist, the one and only Mr. Jay-Z Little. How you doing, Jay?
What's up, Sly? What's up, Beezy? How y'all doing today? I'm good. I don't need to put, my at. People know me. See, Beezy ain't got nothing down. He just has his title. Everybody don't need to know all that. But I'm Jay Little, mental health therapist, nonprofit founder. Glad to be back here. Glad to kick with y'all guys this evening, man. And I won't be taking a week off. I'll still be at work, so I feel some type of way about that.
Come on, Jay. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'll be getting my mental health right.
I feel some type of way about it.
Man, I hear something in the background, man. Y'all hear something in the background?
Yeah.
I don't know. I hear something in the background, too. It ain't me. I don't know who it is. Sound like I just hear a little bit of music in the back. Oh, well. I guess they'll figure it out. Pepe, man, get on that. Producer, please get on that. Producer.
I was trying to see if Chance was in the phone or something.
Well, All right. Well, anyway, man, I don't know, man. We try to figure all this out. But anyway, man, we got a good show, man. Like I say, we got a mental health guy, Jay, on here to kind of help us out and guide us through some issues mentally. But it's a lot going on in the world, man. First off, man, the fact that we are doing the show right now lets you know that neither me nor Beezy won the $980 million lottery that just went by. Now, Carb ain't here. I don't know. She might have the money. Carb might have the money. Ain't none of us win. Jay, did you won that money this weekend, Jay?
If I did, I wouldn't tell you.
What? I thought I was your homeboy.
I still wouldn't tell you. I'd drop something off to you. I find a way to get it to you, but I wouldn't tell you.
Okay.
Hey, Jay said, even being your friend, it comes with limits. Like, it's still limits. He love you, but it's still limits, boy.
Man, it's a cold world, bro. It's a cold world.
Hey, Sly,
well, check this out, man.
It ain't no cold.
Why you say it ain't?
I said I'll drop you off.
He said he was gonna still find a way to get you a little something. See?
Okay.
See?
Well,
you done talked yourself out of bliss.
I appreciate it. But yeah. Nah, man, I ain't say nothing bad about him. Just said it's a cold world.
I want to make sure. I'm sure. So if he win, I'm just trying to make sure I stay on the good side. I won't be on the plus side.
I got you.
Well, let me ask you a question though. If you did win all that money, man, what you do with that money? What you do? You win all that money, man? That's a lot of money.
I'm gonna go see.
Let's say
Jay first.
If you win, well, hold on. Shit, I would see that nigga first.
No, I gotta go see him and make sure I'm in the right mental capacity to make sure I can make great decisions. Because I'm gonna be influenced by that money. Don't you be fooled.
Man, I ain't trying to make sure my mental right if I got that money because I'm about to trick it all off in a year.
See, Jay, see, that's exactly why Negroes go broke with all
Hey,
that money. Because the first thing he want to do is trick it off. Come on, man. You've been tricking your whole life.
well, I'm somewhat of an expert. I'm somewhat of an expert then.
You was
But
a
here,
family man. That was long time ago.
yeah, long time ago, in my backsliding days. But here go my thing though. If you win that type of money, because first of all, $980 million, you take the lump sum. The lump sum probably gonna be around 600 million. You take taxes out, you're probably gonna end up with 400 million. You're probably gonna walk in the door with 400 million.
Mm.
Now, 400 million. Now, of course, I got the immediate family is taken care of. You know what I'm saying? My mama, my sister, her husband, my brother-in-law, his wife. You know, that's the immediate family. That's all the immediate family. Immediate family, me and the wife. You know, so I take care of them. I go and pay, whatever they want. Do it like that. They break off some money. And then my homies. This what I got for y'all. My day ones, what y'all get is whatever you got, I take care of the bill for it. If you got you a house, I pay off that house. Because everybody understand how hard it is working on, because you basically working your job to pay your mortgage. To pay your mortgage and to pay your car payment. You know what I'm saying? If you owe on your car, I got it. You ain't got no more car bill. You ain't got no more mortgage. You ain't got no more car bill, no car note. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking care of that heavy stuff. I'm taking care of the heavy stuff for you. So now when you work, you can actually put some of that money, you know what I'm saying? You the money that you earn, you can actually save. And now
What if we got debt, Slop? What if we got a little debt?
Well, no, I done took care of the goddamn mortgage and the car.
I was just
You said day one, Sly. You said day one. You can't take care of everything.
But I ain't finished now. I ain't finished.
Okay.
I ain't finished.
Okay, I was just asking. Sorry, Slop.
What I do now for my day ones, I got an account with $1 million in that account. Now, what I do with that account, I want all your electric bill, I want your water bill, your gas bill. These are my day ones. I need all your account numbers, and then you're going to automatic withdraw from that $1 million. Now, when that 1 million run out, you on your own now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
You on your own when the 1 million run out, but it's $1 million fucking dollars that we withdrawing that money for.
How many day ones you got though?
I name my day ones, man. I don't want to name them because
because you forget it. Don't.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it later.
But I got about. Let me see. Got about 13. About 13 folks ain't gonna have to worry about. They're my day one home. They're my non-relative day one home. They ain't got to worry about. You ain't got to worry about no mortgage, and you ain't got to worry about no car note, and you ain't got to worry about a light bill for at least maybe 2 years. If it's 13 of y'all digging into the million,
about 76. About 76 per home. It's about 76.
That ain't bad. I ain't mad at that. You took care of the mortgage. You took care of the cars. That ain't bad, Sly. You all right.
There you go. You good. And now, if
right.
you can't make it, if you still want me to take care of some debt for you, then we got a problem now.
I should have let you finish, but I'm gonna tell you what though. Just tell you and let them know 76,000, 77 roughly. Don't retire.
Oh no.
Keep your behind working. Because then you're gonna be back to Slide talking about Slide, man. Can you look out for me? I need I done gave you 76,000 plus what I did for you towards your debt. No.
I can pretty much guarantee you that y'all won't come back after I do that. Even if you blow the money, I can pretty much guarantee that y'all won't come back and be like, yo, Sly, can I get this? Yo, Sly, can I get that? Because y'all won't have my number. So How the fuck you gonna get in touch with me? You know.
Dog, you talking about 38 years right here.
But you know what? But the type of person I am, though, if I won that type of money, I wouldn't change my phone number. I would keep the
No.
same phone number. Because
Listen.
I know how to hit the red button on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I know how to slide it over to the left and hit do not answer. You know what I'm saying? You can call me and I can look dead at the phone and say, nah, fuck that dude. I'll holler. I can do
Listen.
that. I
Listen,
wouldn't change my number. If you got it, you got it.
you ain't gonna get none to the church.
Who?
Church.
God,
URCH, Sly.
Who?
so I said, who?
We got to call somebody, Sly.
Well, you know, I'll give a love offering. You know what I did promise? I did promise Dr. Clark Artis, the president at Benedict. I said I'll buy a new gym if I won that money.
Hold on, so you gonna buy a new gym. How long you know Dr. Clark Artis?
No, that's for the school. That's for Benedict.
Yeah, no, that ain't what he asked. He asked you how long you know Dr. Clark Artis. That's what he asked.
Probably about 5 years, not 4 years.
5 years.
5 years, Sly.
No, that's for the school.
And that's something
It ain't her.
You ain't gonna use.
It's gonna be named the Sylvester Williams Gym. Sylvester O. Williams Gym.
Man,
Arena.
Sal.
Man, bye.
Say, we're going to play at the Sal tonight. That's what they're gonna say. We're going to play at the Sal.
Listen, man, I'm gonna
Real
give
talk.
some to the church that I grew up in. Let me give some. Make
I
sure
guess
they
I
good.
would give something to Jones Memorial.
Yeah,
Jones Memorial
yeah.
get something.
Listen, I'm gonna do that, and like you said, the immediate family, the kid, that's without saying. And for the homeboys, man, we gonna ball. Especially y'all that been down with me. I've been knowing since HB Rain and E. Taylor and all that. Yeah, we gonna be all right. I'm gonna take care of your debt. I know y'all ain't paid the tax people, so I'm gonna I know y'all got RS debt. So I'm gonna take care of that and get your little student loans if you got that. Pay your house off, your cars, and I'm gonna help your kids too, because I love y'all. I'm gonna help the kids. I'm gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying, if they need money to go to school, I'm gonna pay for the first semester and see how their grades are after that. If they ain't got good grades, don't come back.
But what's the first thing? But what's the first thing y'all are gonna do to enjoy the money? What's the first thing?
First of all, in the famous words of our favorite member who's not here, man, fuck them kids. The famous words of S. Commas.
Hey, the first thing I'm gonna do, man, is I'm gonna sit back and take a vacation somewhere just to get away. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get away, and then I'm gonna start, working on my mental and processing what we gonna do, so we can and this money can last. But I am gonna do something for young at-risk black males. I don't know if it'll be a shelter or a school, but I'm gonna do something to help them, because if I got all this money and I'm gonna be having all this nice stuff, if I know where they at, they can't rob me.
Well, here's something else though. Here's something that a lot of people
they can't rob me because I'm teaching them the right way.
I see all of y'all right there. All of y'all right there.
All y'all right here.
Here's something a lot of people don't think about though. If you do win that money, like let's say I did win that type of money, the first thing you would do though, the first thing I would do is I would take the actual lottery ticket. I would go to my bank. I would talk to my banker and I would say, boom, here's the lottery ticket. Here's proof I won this money. Let me get a safe deposit box. I'm going to put this lottery ticket in this safe deposit box. And I want you to give me a $100,000 loan. Now, why do I want to get a $100,000 loan? I need to get a $100,000 loan because, first off, I don't know what would I do? Where would that money go if they, give me a check for $400 million? I don't know where to put that money. I don't know what to do. So what I need to do, I need to go and find somebody who's used to dealing with that type of money. You need an accountant who can deal with that type of money. Also, one thing I would want to do, you want to pay off any creditors or anything you have like that. Go and pay all of them off. That's why you get the $100,000 loan from the bank. So you can pay off all your little petty creditors. You can go and pay them off, get them off your back. So now once you win that lottery, you don't get hit with a couple of weird random lawsuits where people want their money. So that's the first thing I would do. And then after I get all of that cleared up, then I will go and take, go back to my safety deposit box, and then I'll go and well, no, before I cash the check or whatever, I would buy another residence, and I would put that residence under an LLC name. I wouldn't put it under my name, so I can't be tracked once I move. Because I'm gonna cash the check, and Georgia don't have a privacy law. So if you so in Georgia, if you get the money, your name is visible. Everybody knows who you are. So I would get that money, and then I would make sure I have another house somewhere to go that's not under my name, under my LLC, that can't be tracked. I would go in and I would cash the check, and I'll live life.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little too paranoid to do what you just said. I'm not handing anybody over a lottery ticket with $400 million on it. Sly.
No, you put it in the safe.
I understand what you said. I heard that. I heard exactly what you said.
And you have to sign your name and stuff on the back. They can't cash it.
So their broke homies can be waiting on you when you get back for it? What are we talking about? The same people that LeBron was helping out? The same people? So they can be waiting on you right there? Is that what we're talking about? No, Sly, I'm not doing it.
I got a good relationship with them. And then if I got that type of money, I'm hiring me a big white guy to be my security guard. I'm hiring me a cop to be I'm hiring me an old white cop who done shot plenty of niggas in his lifetime. So he'll be ready to shoot some more.
Jay, that's a fool, right?
Dog.
Like that boy USC, huh? Like that boy USC, huh?
Yeah, like that cop at USC. That's exactly who I'm getting. I'm getting that cop at Texas A&M.
Oh man,
that's who I'm getting.
No, you can't get him, dog. He out of pocket.
Yeah, we gonna get to that one, Jeremy. Now we talking about the money. Now we talk about the money right now. What we gonna do when we win that money, Jeremy? But yeah, man, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. That's
a lot of money. So, but yeah, man. I guess we talk about the cop at USC, man. The dude, man. Some USC cats, man, were coming out of the locker room. University of South Carolina, the real USC, as proven Saturday night after beating University of Southern Cal. They were coming out of the locker room, and then some,
No, they were doing the play. He had ran up the tunnel.
Yeah.
After he had caught the long touchdown, and he was holding his hamstring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the the old Texas redneck cop, man. I don't know. I don't know much about him, but as they're coming back down the tunnel, he goes and bumps into him, dog. I mean, like with aggression. You know what I'm saying? With some real aggression, he goes and bumps into him, and then got the nerve to turn around and point at him and talking mad trash to him. Giving him the what you doing here, boy? Giving them that type of speech. And Ryan Clark had a little speech about it or whatever. But he made a real good point, man. He said, if this cop is bold enough to do that on national TV, knowing he's on national TV, knowing he's in a stadium with 70,000 people watching him, knowing there's millions of people at home, and he's bold enough to do that, what do you think this guy does when he pulls over a brother late at night and it's just him and the brother? How do you think he acts then? You know what I'm saying? And then and that's what kills me. People say, "Oh, all cops ain't bad." Yeah, you might be right, but there's enough bad ones out there for me not to like the good ones.
Right. Yeah, that was just wrong, because now you put those young men in a situation to where if they respond like a lot of us would have as 18, 19-year-old hotheads, throw the ball at them or get into it, now you open yourself up for all that comes with that, all the critique, and you out of line and you don't respect authority and all that. So yeah, that was very childish and very bold of him to do that in a stadium like that.
I think the other thing Ryan Clark said was, it's funny, like this is something that you prepare like your young men for your whole life. You always tell them you got to act a certain way, you got to be upstanding, you got to be better than. And again, like both of y'all are saying, what would have happened had it been a dark alley? What would have happened had it been a late night traffic stop? What would have happened if he had on a hoodie or something like that? So it is it's rough. It's rough. But I mean, the young man did good. The young man did good. I think it was Nick Harper, right? I think it was Nick Harper.
Nick Harper and Attaway, I think.
And yeah, the other kid, Attaway, he pulled him off. He just said, "Come on, let's ride out." And everybody's been getting to him. I don't know. Somebody said something happened to him. I don't know if they suspended the guy or what happened. What happened with him?
Yeah, I think the cop. As well. Kudos to the Texas, whatever they call the Texas A&M campus police. I think he was a campus police. I think he wasn't even a real cop. I think he was campus police. Well, I guess they are real cops. Campus police are real cops. But they said he was relieved of his duties. Now, what that means? Does that mean he was just said he can't be at the stadium no more? I'm pretty sure they ain't fire him.
No, they didn't fire him. He can't do. I think he's off of stadium details, so he can't do games anymore. But they'll find another way to compensate him.
Oh yeah, he gonna get his money. He gonna get his money, man. But it just bothers me. And then, that just, it shows you. You say like his homeboy kind of pulled him to the side and calm, he kind of, made sure Nick Harper didn't go crazy or whatever on the cop. But that's one of the issues, and that's just one of the things that we got to deal with as black men. That just, you got to constantly be aware, constantly watch over your shoulder for shit that you didn't even do. Stuff that's out of your control. You didn't do anything wrong, but now you can be looked at as the bad guy and stuff like that, man. And that's where we brought Jay on to talk about mental health, and a lot of this dealing with black men and our mental health. We just go through so much other little shit when it comes to being a man. When it comes to so much stuff when it comes to being a man, and that's just one of the issues we go through, man. Jay has an interesting thing going on, man. He has a group where he just talks, where he gets a bunch of brothers together, and men. He just get men together, and they just have good conversations on being a man. Am I right? Now, break that down for me, Jay. Kind of explain that to me, what you got going on.
So, what happened? My years of doing this, I've seen enough people to kind of see like different trends and stuff, right? So I got like this list of like 12 things that men see day to day, right? Whether it's identity issues, whether it's fatherhood issues, issues of just believing what's on the media. Got 12 of those. And I use another format that I came up with. It's called Truth, Love, Community, where we kind of break down other aspects, psychological aspects, we'll say. And each meeting is real simple. We got a simple format. We come in, we do an icebreaker. And the icebreaker is designed so that nobody is like looking at anybody in type of way. So meet the three of us, right? We all come from different backgrounds, right? Like Sly was a nerd as a child, and that's okay. Brian, I remember you were the man. Brian, you were the man. I remember you were the man. He used to bully Sly.
I was a nerd with a big penis.
See?
Why do we have to go through this
every time, bro? And he's been doing that ever since he was a child. Ever since.
He acts out.
There we go. But first thing we do is we kind of disarm the guys, so it doesn't matter whether you're a senator, doesn't matter if you're a truck driver, doesn't matter if you're in IT, doesn't matter if you're unemployed. We try to make it so that the icebreaker, three things we're not talking about. We're not talking about jobs. We're not talking about family. We're not talking about education, and we're not talking about accolades. We're just being men. We're just being men. Then the next thing we do is we have a meal. It's always by minority-owned business. Then we get into the work, and so we have like a session. We kind of get into whatever the topic is for the day. I think the next session will be physical health. So we're trying to do like a field day. We're going to invite some of the guys and some kids out as well. But I forgot what the last one was on. But we take about an hour and a half. Last was on finances. But we take about an hour and a half to go through a session. We do some group work. The guys get real engaged. And after that, we just network. We talk. Some of the guys stay, like the sessions last about 3-4 hours. Some of the guys stay much longer than that. And so, we have a real good time, really enjoy it. Got a lot of really good feedback. Biggest thing is we continue to look for funding because we try to support the business, this catering event. That's all it is, man. I think because of everything that's on my plate, I have been kind of wrestling with the idea of taking it back a notch. But the guys have told me that there's something that's needed, so I'm going to keep going with it. We do have a page on Instagram called Space Fellowship, SPACE, We're going to go live. We're going to go live on Black Friday as far as posting. And it's going to be self-development for men, local events, and also working on local events and also working on just developing us as men, because it's so needed in the community, man. It's so needed in the community. So hopefully that explained a little bit of it. What y'all think, man? Do you think it's needed in the community? Do you think we need more of it? Do y'all have that for y'all are? What's going on?
Man, we definitely need it. We needed to start down at the level I'm at, way down on the elementary level, to start building that type thing. And you and I have talked about that before when you were on previously about doing that. I'm doing some of that type stuff too, Jay. So I'm gonna hit you up and get some ideas from you. I have a boys group, and we teaching a lot of the same things. We start with respect, because I always tell them the basic building block for anything is respect. If we can find a common respect, it usually flows pretty well. So, and now we're doing conflict resolution, which is a big thing in that type of space for me. So, yeah, that's definitely a good thing. I like it. And Alex Wright had a question. When is this and how often? And I wanted to ask, can you let the people know? I know it's on the website. Could you let those listening, the guys that listening, know where it is located at, Jay?
Yes. Okay, so it's in different locations.
Okay.
Right now it's in Columbia, South Carolina. We're trying to get it to Charlotte. We got some other stuff in the work that I can't talk about right now. We can talk about it a little bit offline. No Slide knows a little bit about it. We'll talk about it a little bit offline. It's Columbia, South Carolina. Every other month. It's free. Again, the biggest cost is just catering, just for getting somebody and trying to get a minority-owned business in and trying to pay them what they're worth. But it depends. The last one is at a community organization. The last two are the community organizations or local business, again, minority-owned businesses. So we try to make sure. It started off in my office, but it got kind of big. And so, one time we had like 20 plus guys in my office, and it got hot quick. And so we just started moving 20 plus big dudes in there. And so we just started trying to move around a little bit, and also showcasing what good people in our area look like. And so we want to do a little bit more of that, not just in this city, not just in Columbia, but also regionally or statewide and regionally. And so that's the focus. And we've had I posted a couple local counselors group on Facebook, and we've even had some folks from, I want to say, Texas and PA reach out to see if they could work on it or work with it. So we're just looking to try to open it up a little bit, man. Just look to try to.
So how can they get in touch with you if they want to find out when the next meeting is?
You can email. We got interns. We got 2 interns. Email them.
Money.
Hold on one second. I'm about to tell you right now.
Yes. We got a live show, brother. You're supposed to
I'm telling you live, Sly. Let's call there you go at not again. You can email us spaceselfdevelopment@gmail.com. SPACEselfdevelopment@gmail.com. So Sly can't spell.
Hey, I was about.
Like you said one more time. You said space self development.
Space self-development at
Spell
gmail.com.
it for him. Spell development for him again, Jay.
One more time. Sly.
Yeah.
DEVELOPMENT.
Got it?
Got it. Y'all trying to play me like
you know
like
Sly
on
had
Chance.
Sly had 2 teachers and 7 classmates in high school.
Sly, y'all be doing Chance wrong though. Y'all be doing Chance wrong.
How? You heard Chance. You
heard him read before.
You ain't invite him out. Hey, you ain't invite him out to MC none of your events. So you know about Chance.
Oh God. Oh boy. Y'all
listen, but that's a good thing though, Jay. Like for real, man. Like mental health. I know mental health for men, a lot of times we push it to the back burner.
Right.
But I took off from coaching this year, high school ball, man. I just needed a break. Not that anything was necessarily going on. I did have some health issues, but it wasn't related to that. But it was just to get my head right so I could be a little better for those that come in contact with me, and making sure I think clearly, and just, you know what I'm saying? And it feels good to be in a clear thinking space.
I think that's important to even realize. I think it's important to even realize you needed that time.
Yes, sir.
Keep going and get burnt out. And I see again in practice, I see a lot of men, because that's like the go-to though, right? Like just keep going. Like, everybody needs you.
Ignore it.
And
just so you ignore it.
Yeah.
And I do think it's interesting. It's an interesting burden that we got to bear as men. And people don't want to hear this, but sometimes it's true, man. As a man, it's hard for somebody to listen to you, or it's hard for somebody to care about what you're going through, because, we all fathers. So it's our job to make sure that our kids are well, or make sure our women are well. We come home, we got to hear the problems that our women are having throughout the day. You got to hear the problems that your kids are having, and you gotta be the guy who can kind of step in the gap and see if you can help solve those problems. If you can't solve them, you at least got to listen to them and understand those problems. And you get, sometime as a man, you got a whole lot of stuff thrown on your shoulders, and we got to carry it. If we the head of our household, you got to carry it. But when we have that issue, it's rare that brothers have that space to go to and put that, say, hey man, this is what I got going on, man. Sometimes you want to vent, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes a nigga just want to talk.
Listen, dog, I'm gonna tell you something. I know Sly, y'all look at Sly and he cut the fool and say whatever he thinks he says it. But I'm gonna tell you something now. If you call that joker,
oh yeah.
If you call that joker, he's smarter than he leads on, y'all. And I know it's hard to believe. We talking about mental health, and I said Sly is smarter than he appears to be, and they like, dang, boy, he need to go see Jay right now. But no, Sly is a smart cat, man, and I appreciate him being one of my day ones, and I can call that joker no matter what it's about. And then the best thing about it, I ain't got to worry about nobody knowing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to worry about nobody knowing. I talk to that cat a lot, like every day.
I'm gonna say this. It's funny you said that. Like I was going through something about 3 months ago, and I got on three-way call with Sly and somebody else, and I told I was just like, bro, I'm going through it right now, and both of them just kind of helped me out, because it don't matter if I'm a mental health. Like I go see somebody. I got a guy,
right?
Like I need somebody because I'm going through it sometimes, and I do appreciate Sly for that. Like again, Sly is a lot smarter than he looks. He's a lot smarter than he looks. A lot. So
don't make that camera angle that time, boy. That's scary. That sure, how that lady said it on that show. That sure little scary.
This
is the problem. This is the problem. See,
but I'm not being. Let me be positive. Now, you're just as smart as you look, Sly. I'm sorry. That was a joke. Yep. That was a joke.
He is as smart as he look. But on the real though, sometimes we just need somebody to listen.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have the answer, and I don't expect Sly, And I don't expect my therapist to have every answer that I go through in life. But I'm in that safe space to where I can be like, yo, Sly, these dang on kids, boy, I want to slap the fire out of one of them and I'm about to go to jail. Or whatever the case may be. That just having that safe space, whether it's your friend, whether it could be a coworker, it could be some a mental health therapist, somebody like Jay, it could be your mom, it could just have somebody that as men, because we do have a lot. And especially as black men, as you see, we can't even run through the tunnel with my hamstring hurting without having an incident that we didn't even cause.
Exactly.
So it's a lot, man. It's a lot we go through, and I'm not just saying black men. I know Jay, he works with all races and nationalities, but I'm just speaking specifically as a black man because that's all I know. I can't speak for what somebody else goes through, but it's a lot. It's a lot that's put on us to be providers and protectors and be a shield for our families. And then we do so much for others. We a lot of times we forget about ourselves and we just mask what we have going on.
And something else I want to say, because Jay is a certified, a licensed counselor. Someone that you can go and speak to, and he has all the proper training and everything. But a lot of time, society has kind of made us look. If you go and talk to a counselor, you may be weak. If you talk to a psychiatrist, you may be weak. But I'm here to admit, throughout my years, man, I realized that, hey, I needed to talk to somebody. I had a lot of stuff on my mind. I had a lot of stuff that I was questioning about myself, questioning everything. So I go and speak to a counselor. I have a doctor that I speak to, and we have weekly sessions. I have weekly sessions, and I can vent, I can say what I want, and I can get his opinion. He can tell me how I'm going wrong, how I'm going right. You need that space, and a lot of times, a lot of people don't know your health insurance will pay for it. And a lot of people, if you got a job and you got insurance, a lot of times your insurance will pay for it, or either make it cheaper, or if you don't have insurance, Jay accepts clients without insurance. So you can go and talk to. Is Jay frozen? Oh, no, okay. No, you just real still. Okay, but
He
yeah,
in think mode.
man, blink your eyes every now and then. There you go. All right, but yeah, if you need, we're not trying to make this a commercial for Jay, but go and talk to someone. I think Gerald Aiken just made a comment right here. Do you think it matters when you talk to a counselor that they have some type of knowledge of what you're going through? Now, my doctor, he's a black man. He's 47, and I'm 46, so he's right about my age. So, he's a brother who, from what he tells me, he went through similar things in his upbringing coming up and in his life, so he can relate to me. So for me, I like having a counselor who look like me. Some people don't want to go to somebody who looks like them. Some people want a counselor who don't know nothing about their lifestyle, nothing about what they went through, and they offer that type of opinion on it. Me, I want somebody who look like me, who done been through what I've been through. So
I can see it both ways, but I'm with you on this one, Sly, and I don't say that often, but I'm with you. I have an older gentleman that I go to, um, and you know what I'm saying, and he, keep the main thing, and we talk about principles, and we got a lot of things in common, and I think we have good sessions. When I was going, I may need to go back, but I was released and whatnot, so no diddy. Um, so I don't go as often, but yeah, it was cool having an older gentleman, and like you said, that can tell me that's been through a lot of what I've been through, and he's seen it from a different side. So I felt comfortable talking to him, and he would give sound advice and kind of been through what I've been through as well.
I think from what he's saying, I think it matters when you talk to a counselor to have some type of knowledge of what you're going through. When I see folks and I see people from the community that my office is in, is a lot different than the neighborhood I grew up in, right? And so it's a lot of different types of people there, right? I do see men that look like me. The one thing, or they give me a call or consult, one thing I always say is it's a lot of stuff we ain't even got to explain. It's a lot of stuff I don't even have to explain to you. You don't have to explain certain things to me. We know kind of what it is. And I think that creates more of a space of comfort, of trust. And I think if I'm answering the question right, some type of knowledge of what you're going through.
Sounds like it's what Sly said. Somebody that look like you.
Yeah.
Not saying that nobody else can't go through what you went through, but it's more common.
But yeah,
what I'm saying?
Because I am transparent with my folks, because if I ask them, especially with Black and brown people, if you ask me a question, I give you an answer. And so I'm not just here as some guy up on the hill. I got my own issues. And I think that kind of endears people sometimes. Like, you come to me for this. Now, might not give you everything, but if I'm asking you to share your life with me, if that's what we're talking about, then I can share a little bit of mine with you. And I think that helps with the therapeutic space for sure. And I think over time, as we do have more Black and brown therapists in the profession, we are revising and revisiting some of what it means to be a therapist. There was a lot of old rules that were written many, many years ago before it became so diverse. And now we're bringing a lot more flavor to
it. I think it's huge though. I love the fact.
Give me a call, Tito Helper. Give me a call. We're not doing that online, big fella.
What Tito done did now. Tito, what's the going rate for a 1 hour session? Tito won't know what's the rate. But yeah, man, it's affordable, man. It's affordable. Don't don't drink a few brews 1 week. Skip out on your Budweisers for a week.
Let me say this. I see he sent something else. So he says the price keeps most people from seeing counseling. If you have insurance, if you don't have insurance, that might be something different, right? And everybody jumping in. So okay, so first things first, the price keeps most people seeking counseling. If you got insurance, some insurances will take your price down between 10, 15, maybe $30 a session. That's less than it costs to go out to eat. Now, if you got insurance, there are some clinicians who may be operating on a sliding scale. So they may say, hey, I got what I got. I don't need to charge people extra this month or next month, whatever. I can kind of work with the price. And for Gerard Aiken, I'm a hush here. Let's slide it back to it. I'm going to say this. He says, well, I'm not a fan of medication. I'm not a fan of medication. I think that we're an over-medicated society. I think that a lot of things that we go through can be dealt with just through talking it out. Now, the issue is, if we're talking it out, we're going to touch some rough points, right? Like, we got to keep it real. So, we got to be accountable to what's really going on. You can't, when you're in a counseling session, it's 2 people in there, and I only see you for 1 hour a week, maybe. And you got to be open and honest about what your life really looks like, and that might take some time. And so, I think that a lot of people, like if you're going to a psychiatrist, that's the job of them, just not to push medication, but they're doctors. So that's gonna be the first thing out. I'm gonna shut up, let Beezy get back to it before I say anything else. I keep going on that.
Well, you the expert. They ask me about medication. I'll tell them to smoke a joint and sit down somewhere. If you want to be medicated.
That might be the answer in this lie. That might be the answer. Somebody say I pay 80. Somebody say I pay 80 per session without insurance. Again, you might want to ask the clinician if they have a sliding scale, or look for someone who has a sliding scale. There is a site, I can't think of the name of it right now. I think they max rate is like $45. I can look at it. I can look it up and send it to you. If you check me out, send me an email.
Dwayne.
Dwayne Howell. There are a couple different spots. There are a couple different places. My bad, Sly. Go ahead. My bad.
Well, I mean, when it comes to the medication, Tito made a good point right there. Ain't no money in the cure. And that's the thing about that medication, man. Once they get you on that medicine, they won't keep you on that medicine.
Yes, sir.
Ain't gonna really fix you. I think a lot of times all the medicine does is kind of even you out and lets you continue to go. Now I could be right.
A lot of them be overdoped. These kids, I can speak on the kids.
Yeah.
They be doped up until they become like mummies. They're not even reactive to what's going on around them.
Yeah. It's kind of like go ahead, my bad, bro.
No, you good. You got it, Jay. You the man. We brought you on.
It's kind of like an epidemic, really. And there's this book, The Body Keeps the Score, and it's by the founder. Basically, he's like the founder of the term PTSD, and it's a psychiatrist. And what that book teaches us is that, again, this is an over-medicated society, and insurance runs the game, and it's all about the profit.
That's it, the bottom line.
Now we'll say this. Now, if you need that med, go get that med. You're a little TT, go pop a pill. Go pop a pill. You're a little TT.
Yeah, some people crazy.
Well, some people have like psychological conditions or bodily conditions, like some people. But I'm saying as a whole, we are an over-medicated society. We are an over, especially like you're saying, especially with them kids. And I see
they starting it young.
And I see parents a lot, and I'm like, okay, you wonder why little Johnny, why you say he need a pill. You wonder why little Johnny acting out in class. Well, you ain't feeding little Johnny on time. You beating little Johnny. Little Johnny dad ain't there. You got him outside in the cold. You got, all type of other stuff. You got your crazy cousins in the house, and you wonder why little Johnny need a pill. No, little Johnny need to talk to somebody. He need to provide a more stable living environment for little Johnny.
Little Johnny just want to know why he got so many uncles and he don't see him at the family reunions. That's what Johnny, man.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Adding up to little Johnny. And plus, like Dwayne said, with IEPs and the 504 plans, that's educational stuff, individualized education plans and 504s and stuff like that give you special accommodations when it comes to your education. But it's tough, man. Like we said in the education world, some of them do need that little tic tac. They got to take their tic tac to be okay, and we're good with that if they need it. But the thing we're trying to say, people, if your kid don't need it, they don't need it as long. Some kids need it just to get them stable. Don't keep them on it. Don't keep them on it.
They talk about the IEPs and the 504 plans. I don't know a lot about the 504 plans, but I do know some 403s that got a plan.
I was talking to somebody. What do you say? What's that?
I know some 403s that got a plan. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Gerald Aiken said, I don't know if you said this already. Are you in Columbia? Yes, Jay is in Columbia.
I'm in Columbia.
Columbia, South Carolina.
I'm in Columbia. Yeah. I remember, and bro, I remember I was talking to somebody that was pretty high up in the region, in the medical field, in the region, like in a couple states. And they had somebody come to see me, and they were in medicine. And they had somebody come see me, and they said, I don't want my person to be on that stuff because I know what it does to you long term. So just like you saying, if you need it, you need to get it. But if you need it, you need to get it. But a quick answer is always a pill, just like everything else in life. It's always about a quick answer, right? Gerard Aiken,
instantaneous gratitude.
Yeah. Do you counsel mental health related to military? I do. If you're military and you got I forgot your military insurance. The military typically pushes you to see somebody on base or on fort first before you do it. But again, I do what's called a super bill. And so if you have insurance or you're out of network, we can kind of work that out and talk about it. But yeah, most military, they want you to see somebody on base or on fort or something like that. They want you to go through the system first.
Okay. Yeah, they want to make sure you ain't really crazy, really way out there first. You go and shoot up everybody or something like that. That PTSD is real.
Yeah.
PTSD is real. I joke and play around a lot, but salute to the soldiers.
Definitely.
Happy Veterans Day to P there, Sip there, Fiend there, Mama there.
Peter.
Happy
Peter.
Veterans Day to the No Limit soldiers out there. We appreciate y'all and your service. Uh, but yeah, but seriously, just all of the mental health, man. It's so important, and I want that kind of stigmatism for black males, that stigma for black males that we don't want to talk to a mental health professional, man. It's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong. It's nothing
I don't know.
wrong.
I already read that.
It's nothing wrong, Tito.
Is this about mental health or something else, Tito Helper? What's going on? What's going on?
Do you have
Tito
a
just wanna
leather
know.
couch or a cloth?
What's going on? What's going
What
on?
kind of the kind of couch tells you a lot about the
I got
condition.
both. I got both.
He got what you need. You need a rocking chair, Tito. He got that too, Tito.
I got both. I have both.
They tell you what type of money you got now as a counselor. Now you got you a big fat leather couch in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get pleather slide. Pleather's inexpensive, but leather's something different. I got you.
We hang with S.com, dog. We don't do pleather.
Oh, I see. Like I said, I know y'all got the backdrops now. I see y'all got the email at the bottom, so you got the nice plan. I know.
Yeah.
That's what happened when you got rich friends.
Hey.
Tito said, I want to be comfortable when I talk to you. Yeah. I guess that is. And then Dwayne Howard just said, crazy how times have changed. Crazy how times have changed since we were in school. Did we even have 504s? Yes, we did. We did have 504s, but the thing is, we were in school, so we didn't know. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know that our classmates was crazy. They're
not crazy, Sly. They're not crazy, Sly.
Well, you told me not to say the R word anymore, so I'm not saying that.
So we're not using either of those words, Sly. We're not using.
Oh, so we can't say crazy?
They're not crazy. They
there is some motherfuckers who's crazy, though.
There are people who need substantial help.
Crazy people.
Jay, don't fight that battle, Jay.
You're right.
Where's our black excellence? Where's our official, unofficial legal counsel when we need her? Pop up, Nikki.
Somebody do something.
Please.
But anyway, back to what we were saying, though, man.
But if you think about it, though, Sly, for real, we did have people that left the room when we took tests. That's like a 504. That's an accommodation. Yeah. They get to take that in a small room, or maybe able to have a teacher read it to them.
And that's the thing. We just didn't know.
Yeah, we didn't know. Yeah,
we didn't know. But now that we're all adults and we have, you guys are educators and we have children and so these things are stuff that's in our forefront. Now we know. Yeah. But yeah, man, we had some messed up people out there. And then Jay went to Eau Claire, so I know he's seen his share of messed up people.
Oh boy. It's like I'm not gonna do this with you right now. I'm gonna say one other thing. I think school systems get a horrible rap. I think they get a horrible rap as far as what they try to do for these kids as well, man. Like, you're fighting battles that ain't supposed to be yours, right? Like this is
say that again, Jay. Jay, say that for the people in the back. Say that one more time. We fight.
With everybody talks about how bad school system is a school system. You're supposed to be teaching your kid more than the school does. The school training and teaching starts at home.
We should be reinforcement.
There you go.
Talk to him, Jay. I'm gonna leave you alone, but go ahead and talk to
him. That's all I was going to say. I'm just looking at the chat. This is interesting. This is so interesting.
Yeah, especially with Tito. I'm not following Tito up.
I see. He's on.
Pepe, and Pepe better not put it up on that dang on that screen either.
Yeah, Pepe was told not to put it up.
But I'm gonna tell you something with these, and I'm gonna leave it alone, and I'm gonna turn it back over to Sly. But with these IEPs and 504s, we gotta help these babies not be embarrassed about that. Just because you learn in a different way doesn't make you any different. You just learn in a different way. You may need that quiet room. You may need that extra 30 minutes. to get you. You know what I'm saying? And people, and to let parents know, you don't have to stay on an IEP or a 504. You don't.
Well, now
So
wait a minute. Now that's an interesting point. Now you might want to hold up on that one
why?
because what people don't know, some of those IEPs they actually transfer to college. And see, this is
Yeah,
what
but if you don't,
uh,
I'm saying if you don't need it, you
It
don't have
depends.
to
It
stay on it.
depends on the student.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm not saying you it don't last. I'm saying if you don't need it, you don't have to stay on it. You can test out of it, is what I'm
but
saying.
now this is what the white folk do now. This is something the white folk do. They will get that IEP, and then that'll allow their kid to have the extra testing time. You know, they allow the kid to get the extra benefits, and then when they go to college, they still can
Still,
have
yeah,
those extra benefits, even though they don't need them.
that's
Even
what
though
I'm saying. If you don't need it. Now, if you want to finagle the system, yeah, you can
yeah,
always say I need it. Yeah. We have IEPs almost every day. Yeah, I get it.
mhm,
And I ain't gonna say that they get paid, but some of them can. Some of the kids get services, they get paid, get a check. So, but we'll talk about that another time.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, you gotta. I don't know, man. Sometimes you gotta use the system, man. The system gonna
Yeah,
use you. System gonna use you, and sometimes you gotta use it. Oh yeah, Dwayne just said some kids use it as a
that's
crutch
what I
too.
was gonna
Yeah,
say. Now,
yeah,
using it as a crutch, that's different
yeah.
because I don't want to. And now, if my kid needed it, of course, all means, let's get them the way. But you know, that's the difference us and some of them other folk. Um, you know, they gonna use it. They gonna get out of it what they can.
And that's the thing when them kids know that they got certain concessions,
Yep.
and they go and play the teacher or play whoever they want to play, and be like, hey, yeah, I got an IEP that say I can fight all I want, and you can't suspend me. So they kind of they use that to their advantage and going knock folk out.
In South Carolina, you have 10 OSS days. Well, I'll say in Richland County. I don't know. Dwayne, correct me if I'm wrong. 10 suspension days for a kid with an IEP, 504s type stuff. You got 10 days the whole year to suspend them.
But what happened when you get to the 10?
And then you just writing them up and you managing the behavior
Really?
unless something happens and you can put in for like a hearing, a special hearing or hearing board if it's to that level. But yeah, for the
Hmm.
most part, all you doing is still managing the behavior. And somebody correct me if I'm wrong,
Huh, huh.
but I sit
Wow.
in on these things.
That's tough, man.
Wow. Dwayne just said you get extra time. I'm not giving you 3 days. Yeah, I'm not giving you a 3-day vacation.
Yeah,
He said, I'm just making you spend more time in school. Yeah, hey, I feel you on that one. Damn, it's funny you say 10 days because it's like when I was going to school, if you got suspended 10 days, then you got kicked out of school for the year.
you went to the hearing board, yeah. But
Yeah.
that's that now. If you do that and you don't have an IEP 504, that's your course of action. But with that, you're protected behavior wise, is what I'm saying. You're protected behavior wise.
That's tough.
Wow,
Mm-hmm.
that is interesting, man. But I guess a lot of these kids, man, they know how to use the system. I think Tito finally did something helpful. He did tag Chad Starks. Chad,
Chad, what up, Chad? Shout out to Chad. We see you doing big things too, brother.
we got to put respect on Doctor Chad Starks. We got to put respect on
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I agree. Dr. Chad Starks.
Doctor Chad. But yeah, that's the only thing helpful. Tito,
Columbia High, one of the Columbia High's greatest.
one of the
Chad.
greatest.
Dr. Chad.
When is Chad? Yeah, Chad, what, class of 91, maybe? Class of 90?
Yeah, he
So,
was he went to school with my sister. She was 89. So he's
okay.
somewhere in there. Ask
Okay.
Tito. Tito know the whole history of Columbia High. He was there when it started and until he graduated. He was downtown on
He was
downtown
downtown
Columbia High.
Columbia.
Yeah, see y'all young folk don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, we do need to get Dr. Stotts on the show. We need to get Dr. Stotts on the show and let him talk, man. I appreciate listening to Chad. I remember Chad actually came to talk to us my freshman year. Chad was, I think, was senior in college, I think. And Chad came to talk to us about going to college and his experiences at Wofford, and how everything worked out, man. I appreciate Chad. I appreciate But he don't go by something else now. He go by his real name, I think. I don't know. But anyway, it don't make a difference. That don't matter. But yeah. But we getting close to that time, man. We right around an hour, man. We do appreciate you coming on, Jay, man. Breaking stuff down, kind of helping get rid of that stigma on black men going to see a counselor, see a doctor, a psychologist, just to talk to them. We appreciate you.
Why you laughing at Sly, man? Why you laughing?
I ain't laughing at
No, it ain't
I'm
Sly. It's
laughing at
Tito.
Tito. You got a brick from the old school downtown. Tito.
That's a colorful fella. I like him.
Yeah, he all right. Cuzzo is all
That's
right.
my big bro right there. But anyway, Jay, we appreciate you coming on, man. I guess we gonna skip the 90s block. We're gonna skip the 90s block because Cobb ain't here tonight. But
she ain't do a job before she went out of the country.
Exactly. But you got anything to say? Any parting shots for us before you get out of here?
Tito, first thing I'm gonna say, you definitely need the medication, big fella. You definitely need to be. We getting you a script, big dog. We getting you a script. That's a good one. We did not touch on that. But it's a parting shot. I see somebody talking about church. It can be a culture. It can be a culture. It's too late. I guess it's too late to kind of touch on that. But I would just say this, man. Most of the guys that come see me are referred to me, black men, the black guys that come see me, black men that come see me. They are referred by a friend, a sister, a fiance, a partner, a wife, a side chick. Fellas. Yeah, it happens.
They got good purpose out here with the side chicks.
Fellas, we need to pay attention. It shouldn't be a woman always directing us to counseling. If you feel a little off, go talk to somebody, man. More people do it than you know. And it's usually somebody that you know. More people do it than you know these days, man.
I'm one of them.
I'm one of them too. And I appreciate y'all for having me on, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all having me on. It's good conversation. We need to have more conversation like this. Good conversation.
All right, LBZ, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
Well, mine, I'm a close out for Shauna too, as she say, love on your people. She always say, love on your people, strong friends. You gotta check on your strong friends too, and your elderly, especially around the holiday season. Somebody may be going through something with a death anniversary, the anniversary of a death with somebody close to them. So check on your people, as Shauna would say, and she always gives the heart. So I give her that, and I'm gonna say, teachers, hold on in there, Dwayne Howe. We got a week coming up. How you use your week? Don't do no lesson planning. Don't catch up on disciplinary actions. Don't you do nothing related to education. And I'm going to steal this from Sly. Man, up them kids after this week. Goodbye.
And that's S.com. S.com says F them kids, not me. Sly
you just said it. Sly, you just said it.
But I know, but I said in the words of S.com.
But you said it. So you basically agreeing with Shauna. You ain't going to help the kids go to college. You ain't going to help them do nothing. You said help them kids.
Because I've been hanging around S.com. Well, check this out, man. This has been another episode of the RIP 28 podcast, man. This is a podcast where a few friends get together and talk about a few things. Now, some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like. But we keep on talking about them on the RIP 28 podcast. And here's the thing, man. I know we've been harping all this so much on mental health. Mental health is important. It is important that you are strong mentally, because if you're not strong mentally, you can't talk these bras out their panties. We'll see you next week on the RIP 28 podcast. I holla. Man,
oh, Lord.
Supposed to play the music to get us out of here.
What is a full and complete freedom? It is a freedom where I can be where God created me to be. Serious question I'm going to ask you.
Freeland.